High above a remote Japanese island, the Justice League, along with Damian Wayne, prepare to close in and save the day. At last minute, they are joined by Wonder Woman, who Superman happily welcomes along. They encounter a giant, bug-like creature, but Batman says it is entirely cybernetic and orders Robin to unleash his full power on the machine before it gets loose on the Japanese mainland. Damian is happy to comply, but is nearly overpowered by the mechanical beast, until the boy Robin discovers that he has heat vision now too. Robin is able to use his new power to escape the giant's clutches and shoves a radio antenna into the robot's mouth. With the help of Shazam, the giant machine is badly damaged by lightning. The Justice League celebrates their victory, but Damian brushes it off and returns to the Batjet. When the boy leaves, Batman thanks Wonder Woman and Superman, revealing that the entire event was an elaborate hoax. The plan was to expose Damian to a safe situation where his powers could be drained without any risk to civilian life. The Bruce is not sure if the plan worked. He appreciates the help of his fellow heroes and thanks them for their time. Father and son return to the Batcave, and Damian is delighted at having just worked with the Justice League. The boy excitedly tells Alfred about everything, tossing the butler around as he acts out the confrontation, until he passes out at the dinner table from sheer exhaustion. Bruce tenderly puts his son to bed, and sees a note from Damian. Alfred and the older Wayne are happy to find that the boy has finished a remarkable portrait of the Batman family. As they talk, Bruce mentions how proud he is of Damian and his ability to remain calm and in control of his new powers on the last mission. The next morning, the young Wayne is shocked to find his powers are gone, and nearly falls out of his bedroom window in an attempt to fly. The boy is disappointed to learn that his powers have disappeared completely. Bruce says he isn't going to lie, and he isn't upset at this development, as he thinks it's for the best. But Robin laments that he could have been something truly incredible with those powers. Batman says that for now, being Damian Wayne will have to be good enough. The conversation is concluded when Alfred announces there is an emergency in Gotham. The butler activates the secret passage as father and son race down to the Batcave. They run past Titus and gear up, also racing by Batcow, until they arrive at the Batmobile. Father and son swing through the streets of Gotham, and looking over his son, returned to life and having learned so much about being a superhero, Bruce smiles, content with life and his boy. Hello and welcome to Comic Island. My name is Arden, and this is my recap and review of Batman and Robin number 40. Is it possible to adore a comic yet also be kind of crushed by it at the same time? Batman and Robin's final comic taught me that yes, apparently this is possible, because that is exactly what happened here. For those who haven't heard, this was the last issue of Batman and Robin, and the series is to be replaced by a new Damian Wayne solo series following the upcoming Convergence event. In a lot of ways, this was a bittersweet finale to one of DC's best titles in the New 52. On the one hand, I truly adore this comic. The last few pages of this book are such a lovely summary and ending to a stellar creative run between Peter Tomasi and Jack Gleason that I can't help but feel truly satisfied and happy with this ending. It brings a smile to my face every time I see these panels silently celebrating everything great about this run. Bruce and Damian have been through a lot, but each step of this story was something new and interesting. This 40-issue run depicted great art and storytelling, straddling surprisingly deep and dark themes with lighthearted, goofy moments, to create a well-balanced and truly enjoyable story. I'm grateful to this creative team for a memorable and consistently fun comic, and was sad to see Batman and Robin go. But a couple things about this comic really did bother me. Compared to what I've seen in the past, a lot of this art was quite off in this issue. Many characters' faces and eyes were so unrealistic that I thought a new artist may have been working on this comic, because it looked so inferior to Gleason's typical work. But by the end of the issue, the art style really pays off, and the final pages of this comic really are beautifully drawn. Enough so that I really don't mind the occasional weirdness in some of the earlier pages of this book. And what likely is annoying a lot of you guys too, is the choice to drain Damian of his powers. This looks to be permanent, taking away his superpowered Damian after only 3 measly issues. Reading this was a little infuriating. We never got to see this meaningfully explored, and I was really excited by this idea. There were so many cool opportunities, and somebody at DC just decided to flush them all away. Oh, sure, it was bound to happen sooner or later, but I'm just so disappointed by how quickly it happened. Now I'm less motivated than ever to cover the Damian solo series, and I'm likely to just end my Batman and Robin coverage here. Joey and I have a lot of cool stuff to do in the upcoming Convergence and Secret Wars event, so after this, I think I'm going to need a break from Robin. So I think this was a silly choice by DC. Why even bother to give this kid powers in the first place if nothing's going to be done with it? It was a waste, and not once did we get to see Robin come up against a real challenge or opportunity to use his powers heroically. I get this was probably done to facilitate Convergence in the new series, but I think it was quite a mistake. Hopefully this isn't the end for Damian's powers, but the tone and dialogue of this comic made it pretty clear to me that this was it for the superpowered Robin. Like I said, this was a brilliant, phenomenal ending to a series of comics that I really enjoyed. I just wish it also didn't feel like a punch in the gut for those who were all excited about Damian getting some powers for a while. Do I recommend Batman and Robin number 40? Well, in spite of all this, yes I do. It was a really good, touching story that you should see for yourself, especially if you've read the Batman and Robin series. I'm not going to let one part of the story I didn't like be the enemy of good, and this issue was very, very good. Let me know what you guys think of all this in the comments section below. I've never reviewed or even really read a comic that both impressed and annoyed me, but that's exactly what happened here, so I'm interested in how you all respond to this one for sure. We also have great links to our website, Facebook, and Twitter pages in the video description, which you should definitely check out. And finally, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.